initially I read this true story about Burmese twins. That one of them went by the name of Jami too, and he became kind of a deity. Is that an English word? A god figure, and for an army of rebels, and would start saying that they had to follow his teachings, and he would guide the army to attack there and there against and fight against the soldiers of the government. So this was just like an amazingly powerful and disturbing tale that had the weight of Greek tragedy, but it was in the 21st century, while at the time it was 20th century. But I just felt really compelled to tell a story about this, and I felt that the film medium lent itself really well for it. Well, the biggest gift we got, filming in Congo was the actors, and the artists that were there. They weren't like they were slightly trained, but they weren't that trained for film, film production. But they had a great innate sense of artistry, and the actors were just really, really good. So that was like the biggest blessing, was those kids in the streets that were just already fearless, and they would be fearless on the screen, and you didn't have to reassure them. I mean, you could do it like in real life. Boom, they would go nail it. The biggest challenges were security and logistics, moving around. Even we stayed in a radius of about 5 miles within Kinshasa, but still then sometimes it took 3 hours to move around from place to place, and we had to live in bunkers with barbed wire. Really comfortable houses inside, but we had to move with drivers, and that were drivers / bodyguards, to move from place to place. Now I would like to say that we didn't get any help to find Rachel, and we auditioned millions of people. The fact is, it was an open call, and we did pretty much the standard open call casting, which we met about between 2,000 and 3,000 people for all of the casting. Turns out that Congo has amazing acting talent. I think it's from the 1,000-year-old tradition of oral storytelling and dancing, and they're just very comfortable with they're in tune with their bodies. And so Rachel was the best of them. However, we benefited from a previous documentary who had followed her in that film. The film was called Kinshasa Kids, and people from the crew just told us, this girl Rachel is really amazing. You got to meet her, and they were true. She was just mind-boggling. So I didn't show the script to the actors, and Rachel didn't know how to read anyways. So so as each day went along, we created this. We had this organized chaos again, where there was I would put elements of conflict, whether it's like this guy, I would tell this actor, okay, at this point you have to do this, and no matter what she tries to do, you don't let her. Or I would create like a moment or an action or something, and the script would materialize. And it's really odd, because we did write all of the dialogues, and a lot of investors came to me and said, you know what, it's amazing, because what I see on the screen is really close to what I read on the script. And everything was improvised. These people are really, really resilient, and if you give them a chance, they can do amazing things.